MD vegan. It is a cherry macadamia chocolate cake. Pie? Whatever. So I have a form here, a little bit more than 20 centimeters, you see? That's just, just that you see the measurements lined with parchment paper. Easier to get it out afterwards. And I begin with a crust. Standard crust. Food processor fitted with the S-plate. S-plate. And first I have the almonds at the standard crust for me. I have 2 cups or so, a little bit more. 2 cups almonds. And I begin to blend to process them before the dates go in. That saves a little bit of time. This is a coarse meal, and once I have this coarseness, it remains. I mean, it takes much more time to get it finer if I put the dates in now. So it will not get that much finer now once the dates are in. Now, I have 20 dates here or so. 20 pretty dates. I want to have a sweet crust today because I have a little bit more cinnamon extra. That is to balance the sweetness with this nice earthen flavor from this bark. It's made from bark. Cinnamon, beautiful, delicious, very nice with sweet. I will make now the sticky dough. More dancing. And this is the sticky dough. It's here about this. Now I take the dough and press it, the fingers, it stays together. That is sticky. So that I will now fill that into the springform, press it into the bottom, and then I put the filling on top. That's that easy it is. I have a little tool here to get everything out of my food processor. Highly recommend, if you get a food processor, you look for the tools that come with the processor. They can be very helpful because they fit into every corner and they're just made for this, for the one you get. So it's helpful. Yeah, so let's put that aside. So now first I spread it evenly. I spread the dough evenly on the bottom in the way I wish. So it gets here just a simple crust, just all everywhere even, and I press it down. Once it is spread evenly over the whole bottom, I will begin to press it down with more weight, and I come back in a moment. This takes a while because it has to be done nicely. Just in a moment. Now the crust is ready. This is my crust. Nice crust. And put that aside too. And I will make the filling now. I have a main filling that is the macadamia chocolate. Here I have, 1.5 cups of macadamia nuts. And I choose the macadamia nuts because I feel they have a little bit relation to the cherries. The top layer will be a cherry marmalade in a moment. Now, the macadamia chocolate, and well, macadamias, when I blend them just as is, it is hard to get them really creamy. Then it blends a long time. But when I put some bananas in, here I have 2 or 3 smaller bananas. I blend them first with a lemon, half a lemon, not too much, just half a lemon. Yeah. Then first the bananas, they get they remain light, white. When I put the chocolate together into the cake later, and I wait for a day or 2, this white chocolate turns brown if I do not put a little bit lemon into the bananas. So the lemon here is important if you want that your chocolate looks white. Yeah. And so bananas and lemon here, And the bananas are important to make the chocolate here with the, I show you again, macadamia nuts a little bit more soft. Otherwise, if I put only macadamias, it would be firm, a firm chocolate. With more bananas, it gets softer. That's the reason. And here, a little bit vanilla. That goes into the macadamia too. And I guess it fits also nice together with the macadamias. The macadamia has I would say, a little bit of more serious flavor than cashews. They are more sweet and gentle. But the macadamias have a strong flavor. They have a different nutrient content. I guess there's more protein in there. You can look it up. But they are firmer. The queen of nuts, maybe they're called. I don't know. But they are very delicious, and I think they are nice with cherries. That's why I make a macadamia chocolate today. White macadamia chocolate. Blender dance. So this is a good sign. The blender is just even working, and that means to get the job done. And the nuts, they are not too soft, too much watery. So if I have too many bananas, the cream will be too soft. I don't want to have it too soft. I want to have it a little bit firm. But now, I will have to blend again because macadamias, they need a little bit more blending, I told you before. But once they are almost blended, I can put the chocolate part in. That is the cacao butter. I show you here. This is the water bath, hot water in the cup. On top a little metal container with the chocolate, the cacao butter. This looks pretty much white. When it is firm blocks, they sell it in firm blocks or little pills, and I put them on a cutting board and cut them down to make it into a small, little bit powdery, and then I put them onto the water bath, and in a couple of minutes it is done like this, liquefied. Now it goes into the macadamia cream, the bananas, and I blend it again. Now I have to blend a little bit more to make the macadamia really creamy. Perfect. You see, when you look at the filling here in the blender, you see this blossom shape. Then you know the blender is working in perfect mode. Everything is really turned over and over again very fast, and the texture will be creamy. That's important for the macadamias because, as I said again, they are pretty firm and they need some time blending. That looks nice. Yeah, I'm put now the first filling, the first layer onto the crust. Doesn't have to be too thick. Yeah, it is a very filling and keeping chocolate. It's nuts and cacao butter, a lot of calories. So I don't need to have a very thick layer here, but it is a nice layer. You will want to get everything out of the blender here. That is important. And once I'm done with this cake, once I'm finished, I will put some more a banana here into the blender here and blend it for a nice drink. a nice, that's delicious. You have to try that. If you make this white chocolate afterwards to blend it with a little bit of banana or maybe a little bit lemon too, a little bit water, you have a wonderful drink. Because this is really delicious, a delicious white chocolate cream, and it would be a pity to throw all this away. It will be a nice drink afterwards. Yeah. So I keep it, put it aside, and I spread the filling now. Yeah, that is a nice layer. As I said, not too much, but still nice. Maybe 2 centimeters or 2.5. No, I will show you in a moment. Before I prepare the topping, the cherries, cherry marmalade. So this is it. Doesn't need to be perfect. The top layer will come on top anyway. So this is the chocolate, the white chocolate. Beautiful, right? A nice layer. And now I will blend it here in the same. Before I come back and do that, I have to turn off the video and cleanse it. And I will make a little drink here. I won't show you, but I come back in a moment with a clean blender. This is my blender cleansed, and I will put now cherries in there. They should be red, and I don't want to have them combined with the macadamia chocolate. That would make them color a little bit different. I will have this nice red color of these wonderful seasonal cherries. Yeah, delicious. I couldn't resist. I had to make this layer now, and that's why I used the macadamia nuts. Let's see if it works. But as they are cherries, as opposed to mangoes, for example, other fruit that I turn a little bit firmer if you blend them just as is, the cherries, they need a little bit of help to get firm. And I have here locust bean gum, or Carob gum is called, that is from the locust beans. It's a very nice fruit. It grows in the desert, and it's biblical. They said that manna was what the people in the desert ate when they didn't have anything to eat. The manna fell from the tree, they say. But just a silly story, but this year the locust bean gum is very healthy too. And the seeds, I mean, they're hard like stones, and if you ground them, you can buy that, then you have a wonderful thickener. And it's not very intense in flavor, it's almost invisible. And it makes a little bit, the texture a little bit firmer. It doesn't make it like a gel a lot. It's a little bit less than we need for a covering, but for like a marmalade more. But because it makes it a little bit firmer, it is enough to use it if I have another thickener in addition, coconut oil, that makes it then firm. Coconut oil, I guess, wouldn't be enough to make the cherries firm. So now I blend the cherries first, and then I put in the coconut oil. Blender dance again. Wow, look at this color. Isn't this all you need to see? Can you say anything more? This is such a beautiful color, this dark red. Wow, I have to taste it. Just for the fun of it, can't resist. Yeah, that's nice. Now it begins to firm up, the locust bean gum, but it's not enough. So that's why I have to use here a little bit coconut oil. The same principle as before. I had a water bath here. I have to be careful. It's a full container here. Yeah, it's maybe 3 tablespoons or so. And a hot water bath below. And coconut oil turns liquid very fast once on the bath, and it remains like that. Doesn't change its texture. Only in the refrigerator afterwards, when it gets colder. Oops. It will change its texture. So it's a gentle flavor of the cherries here. They're pretty sweet. And the lemon in the chocolate makes it a little bit sour. So we have a nice balance here too. It's more about the color. It always depends on the flavor of your cherries, of course. One more blending. season the flavor of the cherries here. You can put lemon into it, or cardamom, or dates, whatever you like. That also depends on the cherries. You have very delicious flavors, you don't need anything, and vice versa. So here, I show you my cake. Now the first layer with the white chocolate, macadamia chocolate, and here I put second layer on top. You see it coming? You see how firm it firms up already? That is the locust bean gum, the carob bean, and the coconut oil. Now I will have to help it a little bit. I don't want to waste too much of the inside. And then it's done. Goes into the refrigerator, stays there overnight, and tomorrow I will cut a piece. And I'll come back after this and show you when I cut a piece. It will be in a moment for you. For me it will be the night. The cake needs a night to firm up. Sometimes cakes like this, they need to firm up over a day, 24 hours. Sometimes they do it only overnight, sometimes even faster. That always depends. That is the tricky part making raw fruit cakes, live bakery, the texture of the filling. That is the main issue and the main thing, or the fun, maybe you can also say. So now spread it evenly, and now wait and see. So that's it. Show you. Doesn't that look nice? It will be, by the way, a birthday pie. I will bring it to friends tomorrow. I'm invited to a park in Berlin. The weather will be fine, and I will be a surprise, and the cake too. Yeah, I see you in a moment for you, and I will wait overnight. Hi again. It's one day later, or maybe half a day, because it was late night yesterday. Now it's noon, and here's the cake, and I guess it's nice. The texture is firm. I had no doubt before. You see, pretty firm. And now I can take. I show you one more thing here. I have a foil on top. This foil. Take it right off, because here, without the foil, there would have been puddles all over from the water that comes down when it's cooling down. So the foil helps to keep the surface even and nicer. So now I show you the surface without the foil. It's a nice red color on the cherries. And now I'll open it. And here I have this little tool to open it. But the problem is, when I just open it, can happen that the surface splits because of it sticks to the sides. And to avoid this, I take a very thin knife, yeah, and so it goes between the cake and the springform, and that works easily. Now the form is pretty firm, the filling is pretty firm, so I have no problem here opening it, very easy. I didn't expect otherwise, because it's a chocolate, it's a white chocolate. So that's nice. I'll show you the cake again now. You can imagine, can better imagine what it is like. You see, this is pretty thin. Yeah, there's 2 layers, you see, and the bottom, the crust. Here, the crust, the white chocolate, the macadamia chocolate, and the cherry marmalade or cream. And now I will cut a piece out of the cake to serve it and to take a photo. So, very easy. I have this knife, the same knife, and I have to begin, I always do like that. Only take one piece out at first for the photo. I put it into the middle and go right down till to the bottom. And then I pull the knife through the whole way one straight line, one more to get the piece. And it feels well, feels great. This the nice firm texture. I will have no problem to take out the piece. I figure, we'll see. I take a small piece only because it's a very filling. So now let's see if it works. Looks good. Yeah, looks well. Yeah, that's it. Put it on the plate. I'll show you the cake from the side. That's what it looks like. Isn't that nice? I guess it's delicious. Yeah, cherry, macadamia chocolate. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I will enjoy it in a moment. And you, if you like, subscribe MDV on YouTube. Have another video every single day. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And maybe give me a like. Now, what more would one need to spend a Sunday afternoon? Enjoy!